All right, guys, here we go again. Here we go. Mediaite says Trump is looking to announce early 2024 presidential bid, New York Times reports. Former President Donald Trump is reportedly looking to announce his candidacy for the presidency unusually early, according to the New York Times. In a Times report published late Friday night, Republicans are bracing for an announcement the paper said is designed in part to shield the former president from a stream of damaging revelations emerging from investigations into his attempts to cling to power after losing the 2020 election. The Times further reported, the timing of a formal announcement from Mr. Trump remains uncertain, but he recently surprised some advisors by saying he might declare his candidacy on social media without warning even his own team, and aides are scrambling to build out basic campaign infrastructure in time for an announcement as early as this month. That would be very early if he did that. One potential deterrent to an early announcement is that Trump would be unable to deploy his $100 million political action committee war chest. Quote, but Mr. Trump's command over small dollar donors has remained strong, leaving some on his team unconcerned about the fundraising limits. Trump has been back in the spotlight in Washington, D.C. as the House January 6th committee holds public hearings on his role in inciting the 2021 Capitol riot, where a mob of his supporters stormed the building in an attempt to stop the certification of the 2020 election that Trump lost. He has baselessly claimed the election was rigged against him. A Harvard-Harris poll released on Friday showed that 61% of Americans do not think Trump should run for president again. That's a big number. That is a very, very big number. So, he ain't a shoo-in anymore. There was a time when he was a shoo-in. He ain't a shoo-in anymore, especially with DeSantis' rising stardom and, the base really likes him. They like both Trump and DeSantis maybe has some more normie appeal that Trump does not anymore. So, it ain't a foregone conclusion. But look, the question arises, well, why would he do it this early? And I think one of the answers is, and this is just speculation to be fair, but I think one of the answers is he feels like he wants that, the immunity that comes from being president. And this happened all the time when he was president, right? Like there'd be all these crimes that were caught, and it's like, well, the only thing you could really do is impeach the president. You can't really lock him up. And I mean, that comes in handy, especially when you're caught every other day committing some other egregious crime. Now, granted, I don't think the Democrats have their shit together enough. I don't think Merrick Garland has his shit together enough to actually take down Donald Trump in any serious way. But certainly a lot of the things that we're learning through the January 6th committee are genuine bombshells. And it does paint a picture of a guy who was more intentional than anybody realized about trying to overthrow the election and trying to stay in power. And so perhaps he's thinking, if I run for president, I have a shield of immunity that is stronger than if I don't announce yet. So I think there might be some self-preservation stuff going on with his considering launching early. And look, the one thing I think this does verify is something you already know because we've talked about it, which is, he's definitely going to run again. He's definitely going to run again. And there's no doubt about it. Now, the other thing is, he came out recently and said, yeah, maybe DeSantis for VP. Oh, so this is one of those things of, if you can't beat him, join him. Because for a while, he was going at DeSantis. He was going after him over the vaccine and taking little pot shots here and there. And the reason he did that is because he felt threatened. Because all the polls showed DeSantis was a strong number 2 to him. And so now he's realizing, hey, this guy's star is still rising even after I've taken my shots. So if you can't beat him, join him. Maybe him as VP. So I don't know, we'll see, but things are definitely starting to heat up. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.